Questions, thoughts, theories for Brimstone. Spoilers from here on out for Callie Hart's Quicksilver. The first thing I want to talk about is this idea of true names. We know from the book that true names are protected at all costs, and that every single name that we have heard so far has not been a character's actual name, except for Sarah's, that we know of at least. The reason for this is that a person's true name can be used against them. This goes back to a lot of classic old fantasy stories, that if you give your real name to a fae, they can have that power then to control you. Another important part of this is that Kingfisher makes a point to say every name means something, and the every is italicized. We know that Kingfisher goes by many different names. Fierce Heart, he's the god of chaos's champion. The dragon, for example, in one of the bonus chapters from The Gate, calls him Cursed One. So knowing that he has all these names and the fact that every single name means something tells us that possibly going forward, each of these things is building to something bigger about his character. Also interesting to note that Kingfisher, if you reverse it, is a fisherman of kings. He literally goes back to Yelvarian to collect Carrion, who is the heir to the throne, a literal king. While we're on the subject of words and names, Oshalith is obviously very, very important. What's fascinating though is where these Oshalith originate. They are north of the Ajun sky, which coincidentally is also where one of the bonus chapters, The Gate 1 and 2, take place. Do I think it's coincidental that we only have one dragon left and that this dragon hatches from the same place that the Oshaliths also hatch? No. So again, going back to every single name means something. I don't think it's coincidental that Kingfisher gives Sarah the nickname of Oshalith, especially when it's noted that these Oshaliths have a song that can heal. Do I think that this magical butterfly Oshalith power is going to come into play in the next few books? I think so. A big question that I have going into Brimstone is this. When Sarah is stabbed by Malcolm and dying at the end in the labyrinth, he starts looking at the rune marks on her fingers. Each finger is labeled with a different element. There's earth, fire, water, air, salt, and the sixth one, brimstone. What do we know from the bonus chapters, The Gate 1 and 2? Dragons don't just breathe fire, they breathe brimstone. Could Sarah's have the ability to work with the dragons or control the dragons in some way going forward into the next books? I don't think that's a coincidence. My final thought is the conversation that Sarah has with Lorith about lawless fae. It makes me wonder if somebody in the inner circle actually didn't take that vow. Do I want this to be true? No, I don't want Lorith or Ren or anyone that we love to betray Sarys or Kingfisher. And there you have it. Those are my burning questions going into Brimstone. And if you have any thoughts or theories, please drop them below so that we can all gab about it in the comments.